Hey guys, Peyton Snavik here again for another DVD and Blu-ray update for you guys today. This is an all-horror DVD and Blu-ray update. I got a lot of good titles to talk about. 22 movies, I think 19 Blu-rays, and 3 DVDs. Well, all the DVDs are DVD-Rs or ones I burned because I've been, bootlegging movies again. So, yeah, but I got a Blue Underground release. I got a Steelbook. I got a couple of TV shows on Blu-ray. I got a Synapse Films. I got a lot of great stuff here to talk about. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Now, I'm going to start off with the Blu-rays. Then I'm going to go on to the DVDs, the DVD-Rs. Now, these first 3 here, these are ones I got at this thrift, well, not a thrift store. It was a yard sale that happened like about a month ago, and I got these there. They were like $4 each, and some really great titles I found there for only $4. And this first one I got there was the Sorority Row, which is basically the House on Sorority Row remake here on Blu-ray. This one I remember kind of liking. Not like the perfect like slasher movie, not like the perfect remakes. You know, this is a remake to a movie called The House on Sorority Row, which was made in 1982. Which I seen that one before, but I have to rewatch that one again. But this one, this was made in like 2009. Yeah, 2009. And this movie was basically like I Know What You Did Last Summer. It was kind of like had that kind of like vibe to it. It was basically about in the sorority, it's called Theta Pi. There's a prank ends up going wrong, and a girl ends up dead on this prank. And of course they swear not. They're like, oh, we don't know. They don't know what to do. They can't go to the police because they're afraid that they're gonna get arrested for this murder. Though people won't think it was an accident. They'll think it was on purpose. So they swore never to tell anyone about this. And it's like it was like a couple years later. It's their graduation, apparently, and all the other sorority girls are getting this text message because basically the prank was a girl is. I think it was like a girl ends up pretending that she had like a seizure and died. They're trying to prank her boyfriend or something, and they had this idea of like going to the field and pretending like they're gonna kill her and then dump her because they don't want to go to the police or anything, something like that. But the guy ends up actually stabbing her with the tire iron, because of course he thinks it's a prank. He doesn't know, or no, he thinks it's for real. He doesn't know it's a prank though. But when he finds out when he kills the girl, turns out that when the girl's actually alive, he's like, oh shit, what do I do now? That's what the prank was. But they get a picture, they get a text message of the picture. It's the picture of that same tire iron that was used to kill the girl, and someone knows, and they don't know what to do. And of course, people are getting murdered one by one, and someone wearing this like it's like fraternity like gown or something. I don't know. I really kind of thought this was a cool remake. Like I said, it's not like the best remakes, not like the best like slashers of remakes, but overall, I really did enjoy rewatching this one again. The next one here, this is also another remake, and I also got this at the that yard sale, and I've been planning on getting the original on Blu-ray for a little while now. I don't got it yet, so it's not going to be in this update. But it might be in the next update if I order it. I don't know. Maybe in a couple updates from now. I don't know. But I really did kind of like this remake as well. But this is the Stepfather remake on Blu-ray. This is the one when Dylan Walsh, he's like the father, and if you guys don't know, and this is kind of like similar to the original. I have the third one as well, which never came out to DVD. I made my own little copy of it. I had never even seen part 2, so I know that came out to Synapse Films on DVD. Surprisingly, it didn't even come out to DVD from Synapse, or Blu-ray from Synapse. But this is basically about the stepfather who's this killer and kills this one family, and he's on the run. The cops are looking for him, and he disguises himself. He's changes his names. Ends up getting married to this one woman who's a divorced mother, and all this crazy stuff is happening. And I think it was the original. The girl is suspecting that the stepfather may be some kind of serial killer, but now in this one it's a teenage boy who thinks thinks the stepfather's some serial killer, like a most wanted, like America's Most Wanted, like, killer. I don't know, I really kind of like this. I thought this one was pretty decent. The other one, this one, I love this next one I got. I'm really glad I got this. This is a TV show I got for $4. This one, I don't know if you guys could consider it horror. I mean, for some reason I kind of do, because, I mean, there is some horror aspects to it. It was more like a drama. But this, and everyone knows this is like a Showtime. I think it was originally a CBS show, but it's from Showtime. But this is Dexter, the complete 5th season here on Blu-ray. I got the first one, and now I have the 5th one. Those are the only ones I got. I've seen every episode on Netflix. But I always really liked the show. I liked it as much as Bates Motel, which little spoiler, sort of. You'll see that later in this video. But yeah, this is the one with Julia Stiles in it. And if you don't know what the TV show Dexter is, it's basically about this blood analysis, I think that's how you say it, who basically goes around, kills the bad people, the people that are basically serial killers. But I remember kind of liking the season, and it was really cool for Julia Stiles to guest star in this, Yeah, but this is let me read you the episodes. It's each season has 12 episodes, and this is the 3-disc set. Disc 1 includes My Bad, Hello Bandit, Practically Perfect, Beauty and the Beast. Disc 2 includes First Blood, Everything is Illuminated, Circle Us, Take It, and Disc 3 includes Teenage Wasteland in the Beginning, Hop a Freighter, and the big one. I really did kind of like that one. The next one here I got. I'm not really much of big fan of the Puppet Master movies. I watched this one. I did kind of like this one. It was very, very, very gory. It had like all these weird, cool, gore effects in this. I mean, some really cool kills in this. But this was Puppet Master: The Littlest REICH here on Blu-ray. It's from Image. Yeah. It's from Full Moon RLJE Films. And I know this came out to 4K as well. And Walmart has it. I think it was only like $15, maybe $17. I can't remember. I don't have a 4K player. Not planning on getting one. I know some other movie collectors have one already, but I'm not planning on getting one as of right now. I'm sticking with the Blu-rays because I don't want to go too far with it, because I like to collect Blu-rays for a while, But this one, I watched this about a couple weeks ago. I'm trying to remember what the plot was. I think it was about this guy. I think he ends up finding one of the dolls in there, in his house. Well, I think he ends up going to this museum of. It's like a museum with all these puppets. They're the Toulon murders, and basically they're going to this museum. And it's they're basically celebrating 30 years of the murders that happened. They end up staying at this hotel, and the dolls end up coming to life. They're killing people one by one, and like I said, the gore effects in this movie they were really well done. And I really don't want to say what the kills were, because there was some really crazy gore effects, crazy kills in this. I can't say again, I don't want to really ruin it, but there was some really cool kills in this. Again, I'm not really a big fan of the Puppet Master movies, but got this at Walmart for probably $12, maybe $15. But this wasn't a good movie. I kind of liked it. The next one I got. This is a movie. I heard that there was some problems with this movie. I heard it was out of print or something because of the name or something. I don't really know the whole details. This is the movie called 47 Meters Down here on Blu-ray. This I got at Walmart for $10, and I think the original one, I think it was originally called In the Deep, but I think it only came out to DVD. but for some reason it went out of print or something, because I guess because of that name, and it was changed to 47 meters down. I heard that there was supposed to be like a sequel to this at some point, so I don't know when that's going to happen. But this movie, I always really like these kind of like, you know, shark movies where people are trapped in like boats or something, and there's like a shark on the loose. It's one of those kind of movies, you know, like The Shallows, and Shark Night. Well, Shark Night was not really all that good, but it was okay. But this one I really, really liked. This one stars Claire Holt and Mandy Moore. This is basically about these two sisters. They want to take pictures of, you know, just take pictures of like fish and sharks. They end up going in this like cage, you know, just like I said, just to take pictures of like and the sharks and stuff. But the cage, the chain, it's like connected to the cage. It ends up breaking, and they end up going way deep down underwater, 47 meters down. And you know, they have all these tanks on. They're stuck in there, and you know, basically they're stuck in there with a bunch of sharks, and they're basically trapped. They, you know, if they get out, there's a chance that, you know, a shark can go eat them up, you know, or kill them. And they're basically trying to find a way to get out, and their boat is like 47 meters. They have to go like 47 miles or something, or 47 meters out, however you say that. But I don't know. I really thought this was a really cool movie. I heard too, like I said, there was going to be a sequel at some point. I think it was called 48 Meters Down, something like that. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah. But I actually really dug this movie. This was a really cool movie. And I got a couple movies from Amazon, so here's the first Amazon Blu-ray I got. Now this next one here, this is one I've been meaning to get for a long time. And I really always really loved this movie. I really loved the first one as well, which I know that recently got a Scream & Shout Factory release. And this one got an Arrow video release, but for some reason, I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of these newer like edition movies, for some reason. But I got the original release. This is from RLJ Entertainment, Image Entertainment. But this is the movie CREEPSHOW here on Blu-ray, which this one I got on Amazon. And this one right here, this is an anthology horror movie. And this, I really love the first two. And this is one I watched since I was probably like 8 years old, I think. And there's 3 stories in this one. The other one had 5. But this one, there's no special features on this. But the first story, and I know there was a third one as well, but I never saw that one. I heard it was not really all that good. It was like a direct-to-video one. But there, like I said, there's 3 stories in this. The first one was called Old Chief Woodenhead, which is about these elderly couple who they own this, like, I think it's like a store. Oh, it's a cigar store, and by this cigar store, they have this wooden Indian statue. And basically what it's about is the place ends up getting robbed by these 3 people, and they end up getting killed. And of course, they're as they're getting ready to go leave, and you know, because they're going to go all the way to Hollywood. The Indian, Old Chief Woodenhead is his name. The Indian comes to life and, you know, kills the people that, you know, killed the owner of the store. The second one for some reason always freaked me the hell out. It was called The Raft, which is one about a group of these friends go to this raft at the middle of this like lake or beach, and there's this like oil slick, like a blob type creature, and is swarming around them and ends up eating them up, killing them all one by one. That one was always creepy to me. I always really liked that one though. The third one was called The Hitchhiker, about a woman who is coming home from her affair with a co-worker, and she accidentally runs over this guy, and this hitchhiker, and the hitchhiker somehow comes back to life and tries to go after her. And I always remember imitating that voice as a kid. He was like, "How you doing, lady? Thanks for the ride, lady. Thanks for the ride." I don't know. I always really liked doing that voice. And you know, in the third story, Stephen King, he does a cameo in this. He plays a trucker in this one. So if you haven't seen this one, or if you have seen it, definitely check this out. Some really cool stories in this one, and I really liked Stephen King's cameo in this. So yeah, but like I said, that is the CREEPSHOW 2 on Blu-ray. Glad I finally got that. The next one here I got. I'm not even a big fan of these Purge movies. I don't know why I keep getting them. I watched a couple of episodes of the TV show. I watched 2 episodes so far. I think they're on their, like, I think the next one is going to be episode 8. I haven't even watched, I only watched 2, that's it. Because I've been busy with these movies, you know, so. But I got the 4th Purge, which is basically called the first Purge. This one was a decent one. I mean, like I said, I'm not really a big fan of the Purge movies. I kind of like the Purge TV show. It's not great or anything, but for some reason, so far, I was kind of liking that a little bit better than the movies. But this is actually a prequel to the first Purge movie, meaning, and this is basically them seeing if they could do like this Purge and stuff like that. Seeing if this Purge will work. I can't remember. I watched this when it first came out, so it was basically, like, in a way, like, it basically looked like it was taking place in the hood or something. I don't know. But this one was a decent one, I remember. I want to go through this one kind of, like, a little bit fast, because I got a lot of stuff, and I don't really feel like, you know, rambling, but I just really wanted to get this update done and over with. Speaking of the hood, the next one that I got that came out, this one I reviewed a couple days early before it came out, because it was uploaded on YouTube. But I got Tales from the Hood 2 here on Blu-ray. It's a shame, though, that there's no special, because, and I got this at Walmart for $12.96. Oh, this one, by the way, I got it at Walmart for $22.96. But this one I really did like, but it's not as good as the first one, the first Tales from the Hood, but I really did like this one. And it's a shame, too, because, you know, by the way, the cool thing about this is, the people that did the first movie, the first Tales from the Hood, they came back and actually did this movie. So that was pretty cool that they actually came back and did this movie again. Because, you know, in the first one, it was Rusty Cundiff, I guess that's how you say, and Darren Scott. They're the ones who written and directed this movie. The first 2, the new one and the first one, and one of them played as the teacher in the first one. But it was really cool that they actually came back and did this like 23 years later. But this has 4 stories as well. And the thing I've been trying to say is, it's a shame that, you know, I'm not really a big fan of special features, but it is a shame that there's no special features on this. Because I would really like to hear like some interviews on like, how did they come back to do this like years later? You know, I really want to know their thoughts of what it was like for them to do this now, like again, you know, because it was pretty cool that they actually, like I said, they came back and did this. But there's 4 stories in this. There's 4 stories in the other one as well. And basically, it's Keith David. He plays he's basically playing that what do you call it, the pastor that was in the first movie. You know, the one that's like, welcome to hell, motherfucker. No. Yeah, there's 4 stories in this. The first 3 stories I really liked and enjoyed. I'd never really cared for the 4th one in this one. It was kind of confusing to me. But, I really liked, you know, because you see, like, I really liked how it showed, like, a couple minutes of, like, the little tiny doll that was in the first movie. Really like that it did that. They showed that. It was kind of like a cool memory that they showed on here. Yeah, but the first one was about this girl. She wants a doll, this little black doll. It was like a bear or something, and she ends up finding it at this like museum. And the owner of the museum is like, nah, you can't get that. Nothing's for sale here. So she ends up having this plan on breaking into the place and stealing it. You know, and doing that ends up going wrong with it. The second one was about this. What's it called? What do you call it? Those. What what do you, I don't know, I don't know what you call them, those people those psychics. This psychic who's basically a fraud and just full of it, saying that he can speak to dead people. Really, he can't. But it was basically about these guys end up killing this one guy because they want to know where the money was at, and they accidentally end up killing that guy because they didn't want to kill him yet because they wanted to know where that money was. But so they end up going to this guy who's famous, the fool of the guy, and they want to see if they can summon the dead guy and see if they can still find out where the money is. The third one was about, I think it was like these girls who are like vampires or something. The fourth one, it was too hard to explain. I'm not going to really talk about that. But the main thing is, it's, you know, the Keith David character, as Mr. Sims, he's going to like this, I don't know, he's like going to this like conference or something, and he's telling like all these like stories or stuff. I don't know, I really did like this one. And like I said, it wasn't like a perfect movie, but it wasn't like, you know, the best like anthology horror movie. It's not like as good as like the first one was, but I really, like I said, I'm really happy that the guys that did the first one, they came back and did this one. That was pretty cool. And when I bought these ones, they changed their $7.88 Blu-ray bin to a $5 Blu-ray bin. So I got a couple of Blu-rays here for $5. Like I got Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension on Blu-ray, which this one everyone hates, but I always really liked this one. It was really creepy as well. But this is the final one in the series. Like I said, I'm not going to go too much into detail with these movies. I'm getting out of breath, and I don't know how long this phone goes for like, you know, for time. But yeah, this is the final one about like black, I don't know what it was. It was like a black like creature in the house or something. And there was some really creepy aspects in this movie. I really kind of like that one. Another one I got for $5 was I got Rings, which was the Ring 3. You know, this is the one, and this one was kind of decent. You know, it was kind of cool how, you know, because, you know, when I first heard about this movie, I didn't know how it was going to work, because, you know, like the first two, it was basically, you know, if you don't know what the Ring movies are, it's basically, you watch this videotape, and, you watch this, like, footage, and if you watch it, you get a call on the phone and says that you're going to die in 7 days. And when I first heard when they were going to do this, I didn't know how it was going to work, because, you know, modern day now, because really not many people will use VHSs, and it was kind of cool. And this when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, that's how this is going to work, because it's basically like online now, you know. This is basically people downloading this video and sending it to each other, you know. Basically, and it's the curse, like, you have to if you're gonna die in 7 days, you gotta hurry up and have someone else watch the video, and then they'll have to suffer for that consequence, or, you know, that's basically what it is. But this one I really remember kind of liking. I know it's not the greatest one, but I kind of liked it. I really liked how they brought Samara back again. And the other one that I got for $5, this was a OUIJA here on Blu-ray. Pretty decent one. Again, I'm not really a big fan of, like, you know, what do you call it, possession movies, but this was a pretty decent possession movie. I really kind of liked it. It's one about a girl ends up getting killed, and a group of these friends, they basically, they think that this Ouija board has got something to do with her death, and they want to see if they could try to talk to her by using this Ouija board, and, you know, they end up bringing a spirit back to life or stuff like that. I don't know, I remember thought this was a pretty decent one. And I know they did that prequel too, OUIJA Origin of Evil. I haven't seen that one yet, so I don't know how good that one is. Alright, the next one I got, this is actually a steelbook. I really love the cover for this one. And I rewatched this one the other day, and this was actually a pretty decent movie. It's not like, you know, like a perfect like comedy movie, but it was really cool. And I really love the cover for this image, this front cover for this for the Steelbook, but this is Tucker and Dale versus Evil here on Blu-ray. This is actually a limited edition for Walmart, so because Walmart has put out a couple of Steelbooks, and this is one of the Steelbooks I got. I got another Steelbook as well, but you'll see that in the next update. But this is about these hillbillies, Tucker and Dale. They end up saving this girl. I forgot what ends up happening to her, but they end up bringing her to this house, because a group of these friends are camping in the woods. But the one friend, so I think they end up accidentally hitting her. I think that's what it was. They end up bringing her back to their cabin because they want to see if she's all right. And you know, they help her, but the friend and all these hillbillies they're helping her, but the friends, they think that they're torturing her, you know, and stuff like that. And just like there's a bunch of really cool comedic aspects to this movie. I don't know. I really loved rewatching this movie again. Like I said, it's not like a perfect movie. It's not like a movie I'm going to watch very often, but it was pretty funny though. And that's what I liked about it. I really liked it for what it was. All right, the next one I got this one I got from Amazon as well. This is from Blue Underground, so this is actually pretty cool that I really got this one. Really loved rewatching this one. This is a movie called The Prowler here on Blu-ray. And this was originally called Rosemarys Killer. This is about in 1945, a girl named Rosemary. She's at this graduation dance, and she ends up getting killed by this mysterious prowler in like the soldier outfit. And it's like years later now. Now it's like 1981, which is the exact same year this movie was made. People are they're gonna start do this graduation dance again, and of course, what they don't know is there's a prowler again going around killing people one by one, and he's like in this army suit. This is like a movie, like probably one of the coolest slashers I've seen in years. I actually really enjoyed this one. This was actually a pretty cool movie. Recommend you guys check this one out. Now this is a set here. This next one here. This is something I'm really happy I got, because I love this. I love this show, and this is like one of those TV shows I could just watch over and over and over again. I know it ended very sadly, but it was actually a pretty good show. It a little bit expensive for how much I got this for, but it was worth it because I really love this show. But I got this for $70 at Best Buy. This is the Bates Motel, the complete series here on Blu-ray, and yes, and like I said, this is the complete series, every episode from start to finish. If you guys don't know what this is basically the prequel. It's a modern-day prequel to Psycho. And this has, you know, Freddie Highmore and Vera Farmiga, which you guys know her from the Conjuring movies. And what's cool is they're actually in their own case, because, you know, originally I only had season 3, but I got this set. Now I have all the seasons. Like here's like season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, and season 5. But I'm not gonna. I know I like to say what the episodes are, but I'm not really feeling like talking about what the episodes are. But because basically this is the complete series, so it's every episode in here. So, but really glad I got this set though. Like I say, even though it was a little bit expensive, really glad I got the set though. I'm really looking forward to rewatching every episode of this. I only watched season 1 on the set as of right now, so I might watch season 2 when I'm done with this video, editing it and stuff. But yeah, but the first 4 seasons, they were like prequels. The last season was more of like a remake, so it was kind of like the Halloween remake, you know, like half of the movie it was like a prequel, and then the rest of it they were just remaking the movie. That's basically what this was. Yeah, but really glad I got that one when I did. Alright, the next one I got, this is a movie I've been wanting to get for a long time now, for a while, ever since I saw it on YouTube, and I rewatched it the other night. Really, really love this movie. This is probably out of all all the slasher movies that came out back in the 70s or 80s. This is one I would really recommend you guys check out. And this has Sam Raimi, I think that's how you say it. You know, who did the Spider-Man movies. Also did the Evil Dead movie. But this is a movie called Intruder here on Blu-ray. This is from Synapse Films, and this movie is basically about the grocery store that's going out of business, and basically the stores ended up closing up for a night. But what they don't know is there's a killer in the store who's going around killing people one by one. And I gotta say, there was a lot of really, really cool gore effects in this. Really cool kill scenes. I don't want to say what they were, but really cool kill scenes. I mean, really. And this is a movie that... And I just wanted to say, though, do not, and I mean do not, whatever you do not watch the trailer for this. Don't. It ruins everything. It ruins who the killer is. It ruins everything. Do not watch the trailer for this. If you want to watch the trailer, watch this movie first, and then watch the trailer, because, like I said, it ruins everything. It ruins who the killer is. It gives you all the hints of who the killer is. It ruins everything. Do not watch the trailer. But, other than that, though, really recommend you guys check this one out. This is actually a must-see slasher. If you guys are into this, like, 80s slasher movies, this is highly a recommendation right here. This I got on Amazon. I don't know if I already said it. And this other one I got from Amazon as well. I've seen this one before. I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen it before. And I actually really liked it. But this is a movie called High Tension, which is basically a French movie. And I don't really want to say too much about this movie, because there's like a twist in the end. And the twist is like, whoa. When you see the twist, you'll be like, whoa, what the hell just happened? That's what you'll be like. Because that's what I was like. I was, like, confused at the ending. I was like, wait a minute, what just happened? And then I looked it up, seeing what really was happening. Because I wanted to make sure I was correct of what I was seeing, and I was correct. And, but this is a French movie. And again, I don't want to really say I don't want to give too much details about this movie if you guys haven't seen it, but this is basically about, these friends. They're staying at this barn. Well, this girl right here, she's spending the night at her friend's house. Basically, a killer ends up coming to the house, killing her friend and her family. He kills the family, and then the killer ends up kidnapping her friend. And basically, this girl right here is trying to do everything she can to save her friend, try to stop the killer and try to kill the killer once and for all. I don't know. I really, really dug this movie. I really like this one. Alright, these last 3 Blu-rays here. These ones I just got yesterday. Because I went to go see the Halloween movie at the mall. It's a long story short, because I screwed the times up for that movie yesterday. And, because it said on the website there was a showing at 12, but it turned out to be it was 2, and I don't know what that was all about. So to kill a little bit of time, I got a couple of Blu-rays there at the FYE. But now the first 2 I watched. Well, the second one I watched today. I got done finishing it moments ago. First one, this one right here, I just got done last night. Third one I seen once, but I haven't rewatched it yet. I kind of remember what it was about though. But this first one here. This one was okay. I mean, it's not really the greatest movie. It was kind of brutal, too. But this is American Mary here on Blu-ray, which I got for $10. The stars Catherine Isabel, which she's basically like, the Scream Queen now, for this modern day. And this is basically her. She's like this med student. And, I don't know, she basically does these weird, bizarre surgeries. I don't know. This one's kind of hard to explain, but I don't know. This one was okay. I mean, I like Catherine Isabel. She did an episode of Goosebumps. She did the episode It Came From Beneath the Sink. I know she did the See No Evil 2, the Freddy versus Jason, Ginger Snaps, like all those kind of movies. She's like I said, she's like the modern day like Scream Queen now. The second one here I got. This one I like I said, I just got done with this one moments ago. This one I really did kind of like. It's not like this is actually a Christmas horror movie, but I got the movie Krampus for $6.99. This one was a decent like Christmas horror movie. It's not like the best one, not like the best ones I've seen, because there's been like a lot of Christmas horror movies. I like the last Christmas horror movie I liked was Better Watch Out. I really like that one, but this one is not great, but I really kind of liked it. This is basically about the Christmas devil called Krampus. The legend is like if you like disrespect Christmas or something, this like devil comes. This devil called Krampus, he comes and he kills you basically, and he brings all these like creatures with him, like a killer teddy bear, a killer gingerbread cookies, like these kind of like weird creatures. But this one was a decent one. Like I said, not like the perfect like Christmas horror movie, but you know, it was kind of cool. This one right here, this last one I got from the last Blu-ray I got from FYE. Like I said, this one I've seen, because I had it on DVD, but I haven't watched the Blu-ray yet. And this was a movie called Trick or Treat here on Blu-ray. Got this for $16.99. This one, from what I remember, it was like an anthology horror movie. Can't really remember much, like I said, but I remember really liking it. Alright, now these last three here, these are DVD-Rs. These are ones I just bootlegged recently, because none of these ones ever came out to DVD. And these ones, the second one I bootlegged, I really liked. These first two, but the third one I didn't really care for that much. The first one I liked, not the greatest, but I liked it. But this first one here I got was The Prey here on DVD-R, and this is based about a group of these friends camping in the woods, and there's like a mysterious killer going around killing them one by one. I don't know. This one was decent, and you know, even though like some of these movies are not like the greatest, it's pretty cool to have them because they are out of print. So that's the only reason why I bootlegged them, because they're out of print. They never came out to DVD at all. But hopefully, maybe one point, maybe like Arrow Video or Screen Factory will put these out. I don't know. I might still get them. The second one here, I really liked. It was actually like a pretty cool story to this one. This is called Nightmare on the 13th Floor, about this woman who ends up staying at this hotel, and basically she goes up on this elevator. There's 16 floors, but there's something wrong with the elevator, because it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. What's missing? Number 13. But she ends up going on the elevator. She apparently goes to this one floor, and when she goes to this floor, she apparently ends up witnessing someone getting killed. And the next thing she remembers, next thing that happens, she's in a bed, she's on her couch, and she's like, "What happened to me?" And the workers at the hotel, they're like, "Oh, you fainted on the elevator." You know, she's suspecting that she's seen a murder in that one floor, but you know, she's trying to do everything she can to prove that she saw it. She's suspecting that this one guy had something to do with it because of like the boots or something. I don't know. This one was pretty cool. This one was probably like one of the best ones I bootlegged. The other one that I bootlegged, this one was not really a great slasher. This was called Honeymoon Horror here on DVD-R. This is one about this couple, group of these friends. They go to this like hotel. I forgot what they called. Oh, it's a motel. I forgot what they call the motel, but there ends up being a killer killing them one by one at this motel. It was like a honeymoon sort of like motel. That's what it was. And I don't know. I didn't really care for this one. And like I said, the only reason I have this one was because it's out of print. And basically, you know how I am when it comes to out of print stuff. I love to collect them, those kind. Alright, but that is it for this DVD and Blu-ray all horror update. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.